Hi everybody, hope you've had a nice Christmas and are still having a nice Christmas. I don't like it when people say, oh, that's Christmas over again for another year. No, no, no. Christmas ain't over until New Year's Day. So I say it's still Christmas. Anyway, I want to show you a blaster that I've come across. I found one of these at a car boot sale, and this thing was from the 90s and had a completely different paint scheme to this. But the moulding has been re-released by a Chinese company. And the one thing I like about it is basically a copy of a E111. Now, you might think, oh yeah, well, that's a bit shit. But the thing is, it's big. It's a big blaster. It's got an oversized handle on it. There are no batteries in this one as of yet, but it does take 3 AA batteries in the handle. That obviously adds to the weight. The plastic it's made out of is it's quite a thick plastic, and subsequently it lends itself very well to being modified. I mean, a lot of Star Wars blasters, including the Kenner Hasbro E111. Well, no, Hasbro never released it. It's vintage. It's what's classed as vintage now, which is anything over 20 years old. The Kenner E111, even in its orange and white form, like this one is, people are paying sort of 20-30 pounds on the second-hand market for it. And I know that for a fact because I've bought many ones on eBay. And some of them, when they turn up, they're actually damaged, and some of them, the sound effects don't work properly, or the lights don't coincide with the sound effects. So the fact that you can get something brand new like this for, I got this for about 14-15 pounds. I think I was lucky to get it at that price, but it's a good supply, so I'm gonna get more of these because it's nice, it's weighty with the batteries and the handle, and it's big. I've lost my tripod. I don't know what's happened to it. It's been Christmas, everything's been a bit crazy. It's not in its usual place, so I'm doing this handheld, hence why it's a little bit shaky. But anyway, what you can do with this after you treat it a little bit, and I would strongly recommend you do get a fine glass paper and sand it down, because these orange areas, they will just repel the paint and even the base coat. So you need to sand it down. Just, don't take any surface form off, obviously. Just genuinely treat the plastic and prepare it to take the application of the paint. Once you've done that, you can change something like that into something like this. Now, as you can see, obviously already, that's starting to look a little bit more Star Warsy. I mean, I'll put the original back here. I mean, obviously, as you can see, I've taped off all the LED areas. So that will have to be finished off later on. And also, there's a little vent here where super bright white LEDs shine out. So that's been taped up there as well. I've given it a kind of a general metallic weathering on the end, but what I'm going to do now is go in and just generally weather all the other areas. All this area here is just nice clean black with a matte satin black finish, probably about 3 or 4 coats to cover the white areas of the plastic properly. But this is a great looking blaster. I do like it. I'm not a snob about Star Wars props and stuff. At the end of the day, if it looks good in the hand and it finishes off your costume, so what? Who cares? It ain't going to be 501st approved, but some people don't want to spend 130 quid. So, you got to do what you can with the best that you've got. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. So bear with me a second. I'm going to weather this up and then we're going to see what we've got. So basically I've got a pot of acrylic silver spray paint here, which has been standing for probably about 15 minutes, just to allow it to thicken, because the application will be a lot easier when the paint is thicker. You won't get the beading, and as I've said on previous videos, it dries quicker and it just kind of sits better on the plastic. So here we go then. I'll see you after the weathering. So there you go. As you can see, I've not gone, overboard. I've just given it a kind of a general light weathering, distressing. But it just goes to show what you can do with a $15 blaster. And I think, with a little bit of know-how and a bit of enthusiastic, that's the word, sorry, it's quite late, a bit of enthusiastic input, thank you, you can achieve something which doesn't look that bad, coupled with your armour. I always do these videos live. I don't edit them afterwards and I don't script them beforehand, so you'll all have to bear with me if there's occasionally a little couple of slip-ups, but I hope you like what I've done. This one isn't finished yet because obviously it's still taped up here. Tomorrow, once I've removed the tape and then gone in and hand detailed the vents, but I can kind of show you the sound that it's gonna make. Yeah. It's a bit Forbidden Planet. It's a little bit retro. It's not amazing, but at the end of the day, it's the aesthetic overall look which is prominent over the sound effects. A lot of these blasters look great, but they have crap sound effects. But that's what that's the kind of chance you've got to take. But anyway, tune in tomorrow, when this thing will have a little bit of extra work done to it, and hopefully will look good enough to be coupled up with your cosplay armor or your costume. Anyway, thanks for watching, take care, I'll see you soon, and whatever you're up to tomorrow, have a good one. And if I don't see you for an upload before, Happy New Year, and all the best for 2018. Anyway, thank you, take care, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon, bye bye.